Good morning. Hey, critters. It's not going to be no hollering and screaming. I'm just going to make a few points. And I'm directing this mostly at Hartley. We'll see if anybody else comes in. If not, I'll do the live and people can catch it on the replay. I'm okay with that too. Hey, Twanda. Hey, British Chippy. So we all saw the tomfoolery that went on last night. And yes, I was a part of it. Hey, Trisha, not Trish. Speak truth. Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Republican Ash. I'm not going to be on long. I'm just addressing this to Hartley, mostly. Hey, Tatum. So basically, by reading the comments under Hartley's video that she did of me while I doxed Marianne's first name and her town, now keep in mind, I took mine down, but she's going to continue to dox her friend, I guess. I don't know. But by reading the comments under Hartley's video, all these people are talking about this website and how they knew about it a year ago, months ago, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So obviously, all these people have looked into my life. I'm must be pretty fascinating. See, I've never looked into any of their lives. I've never looked up, and don't think for 1 minute I couldn't get Hartley's real name. It wouldn't be hard. But I just never put the effort into it. I've never looked up, well, I don't know. I've never looked up Misnomer. Don't know shit about her other than she's nasty on here. But I said if that website ended up in Natasha Cooper's hands, because Starlight has no problem passing it to Alicia, who admits to be an eye for an eye, and a doxer, that I would hold her publicly, I would hold her personally responsible. And that still stands. That still stands. Should I have doxed Starlight? No. Did I say her name and her town? Yeah. I don't even think I said her last name. I could have. I don't remember. Maybe I should go over and listen to Hartley, who decided to clip it and replay it and dox her friend again and again and again. I don't know. Maybe Hartley bleeped it out. I don't know. But either way, I just get this notification that Hartley is addressing me about something. I didn't think I said her last name, British. I didn't think I did. I was exhausted. I was totally exhausted. Yes, I said her first name and her town. But I'm so bad for doxing, while Hello Starlight faces no repercussions for passing around this website. And all I keep hearing is, I've had that website forever. It's public. Well, then Hartley addresses me just a few minutes ago. First of all, she asked me to not address her. That was her, hey, Kay, Tawanda, Jonathan, Tammy, Ash. That was her first mistake because I asked Hartley over a year ago to not clip me. And she can't respect that. She basically, in a roundabout way, told me to stick it in my ass. She'll clip whatever she wants to. Now, I didn't see any uh, video go up of Natasha Cooper doxing the shit out of me, but we all know that Hartley's not a true clip channel. She just hides behind stuffed characters. She just hides behind stuffed characters and clips people that, number one, if she doesn't like them, she makes it an ugly video. And if she does like them, she makes it a cutesy video. Whatever, that's her thing. But repeatedly, hey, Janie, hey, Terry Lynn, I've asked her not to clip me. Just don't clip me. So I guess I got under her skin a little bit when I brought up Jimmernam. Hey, Artria, who she supported. And we all know what Jimmernam has done. You know, the kids and the Discord and the pornography and all of that. I guess she didn't like that I brought that up. Or that the fact that she ran around doxing and trolling Space Monster. I guess she didn't like the fact that I brought that up. But you know what I didn't do, Hartley? I didn't go to any of those people or anybody that I know that knows your true identity and ask for information about you. That's what I didn't do. I didn't ask your name, didn't ask where you live, didn't ask anything. But now my dox lays in the hands of Natasha Cooper, who admittedly is friends with two men who have been charged with sexual assault. And they're her good she stands behind them. She in the video you'll see in the clip on my community post. She says they have more integrity in their little pinkies than, I don't know, some woman she's talking about, I guess. And that's why you don't pass doxes around. Yeah, we see you, KB. Hey, Tatum. See, and then Hartley wants to say, and the nasty shit I've done behind the scenes. Well, Ask 274 brought that up the other day, too. And could somebody please, Hartley, Ask 274, I'm asking you a favor. Bring me anything that I have ever done behind the scenes other than talk shit. Because, see, I'll come right out here and talk shit. Bring me something that I have done behind the scenes. Don't just spew that. Bring it forward. Because if you had it, you would have posted it a long time ago. But you can't have it because it didn't happen. So now let's talk about this website and how it's not like I haven't explained this before, but a child lost his life. Okay. A toddler, lost his life. And his mother had violated her case plan with Child Protective Services to not allow this man around this baby. Well, she totally ignored her case plan, and the baby, the toddler, ended up deceased. Okay? Because Hartley says if I wasn't such a bitch on Facebook, then the website would have never happened. But I'm going to explain to you why the website happened. Okay? Follow along with me because I have no regrets for what I did. So, right, zero. So, while this little toddler lost his life, there's a newborn baby involved who belongs to the man who killed the toddler. And this mother who violated her case plan faces no repercussions. She doesn't even get charged with violating a restraining order, which is exactly what it was, a restraining order that caused the death or helped contribute to the death of her son. So now there's a little baby involved, two families fighting, gunshots, um, chanting, fuck a St. John. Well, that baby, that newborn baby, is a St. John or was a St. John. And she was going to take that baby back into that environment. So I was going to do whatever it took to keep that baby out of the hands of either one of those two families that were fighting. So, yeah, I got a little shitty on Facebook. I got a little shitty on Facebook in a Facebook group. And a girl decided to get back at me because she didn't agree with my opinion on the fact that the mother should have faced charges for violating the restraining order and that she should not be allowed to be handed that baby to her. So a girl got her she didn't agree with me. Tawanda didn't agree with me. But Tawanda didn't go so far as to make up this website. Okay, but this girl did. She chose to. And don't worry, she thought she was anonymous, but I found her and I shut it down. I took care of her. I didn't have her hurt, but I was getting threats. I was getting phone calls in the middle of the night. My life had been intruded on. But guess what? What it came down to is that baby was adopted out and he is loved and he is taken care of and he's not in the middle of any chaos, which there's not even chaos anymore. The mother has now been charged with 21 felony drug trafficking charges. So you're not going to get me to apologize for what I did back then. I'm not going to apologize for helping a newborn baby. So if that makes me mean and nasty and whatever on Facebook, I own it. And I'd do it again tomorrow. But as far as that website goes, that was all out of revenge for a girl who thought that the mother of this child had suffered enough. And I agree, she had suffered. She lost her son. I always agreed with that. But it was also all played out on Facebook in videos where she had gone back to the family of the child that was killed and was going to take that newborn who carried the name of the man who killed their toddler. I wasn't going to let it happen. And again, I make no apologies for that. Now, if that's my claim to fame on going real life, I'll go real life every day of the week to save a baby. But you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to go into your life, Hartley. I'm not going to go into Nomer's life. I'm not going to go into all of the people sitting over there trashing me. Because you have a difference of opinion than me. I have a difference of opinion of Randy and Wendy. I've never gone into Randy's life. I've never gone into One Win's life. Hell, for that matter, if you want to go into Natasha Cooper's life, there's channels everywhere. But you all hate me so much, Hartley. So much that you will overlook wrong, horrible bullshit. You will literally team with the devil to go against me. So, as I'm laying here and thinking about all this, I'm thinking, what am I so upset about? Why do I care what Hartley thinks of me? She knows everything about me. She has the website. That's all admitted underneath Hartley's video. So, because I have a beef with Randy and Wendy and Natasha Cooper, in my opinion, Starlight wants to jump in and forward that website. Because, let's face it, she said just the other night, yeah, I did it and I'd do it again. Bingo. Bingo. What two channels are you talking about profiling? Don't feel awkward. I don't want anybody to feel awkward. But I'm not apologizing for what I did on Facebook years ago, knowing that somewhere out there is a baby who is safe, happy, loved, clothed, fed, and not in a toxic environment, such as 21 felony drug trafficking charges. That would be hard on any child to have their mother facing that kind of situation. And believe it or not, I really hope that the mother gets help. I really do. But she still has. Don't talk on what you don't know about. Okay? Because now you know. You know the whole story. I can dig up a handful of people that were there and can tell you that I'm not lying. Even Brian will tell you I'm not lying. And he was part of the equation. She was offered a lot of help. She didn't want anybody's help. Talking about the mother, not Hartley. So, Hartley, do me a favor. If I dock somebody in the future and it's a friend of yours, don't clip me. Because chances are I'm going to take it down in 2 seconds if it happens. But you're going to keep it rolling. And I just didn't understand that. Why would Hartley do this to Starlight? I thought Starlight and Hartley were cool. So why do that to your friend? So I'm not backing down. I will never back down unless I think I'm wrong. And then I will gracefully, I will humble myself to apologize and back away. But I just don't feel in my heart that I'm wrong. I mean, isn't that what we do on here? We call people out for their shenanigans. I mean, Randy's got a community post up. She's going to call out a figure skating coach for comments in a chat. I mean, isn't that what we do on here? I mean, the rules have changed so much that it seems like it's okay for Starlight, who admitted, hey, Julia, to passing my docs around and nothing gets said about it. So why would I feel guilty for saying Starlight's first name in her town? I don't know, Ash. You got to go read her community post. I don't know. I'm not going to. You see, I've got enough going on in my life right now that I'm not going to lay guilt on myself when I don't feel like I'm wrong. I don't like getting nasty like that. I mean, yeah, I'll take a good battle any day. Oh, is that what it is? Because coach called him a hypocrite? Is that all she said? She's going to get a whole live over being a hypocrite? Hey, Lurker. Good for you, coach. You're going to be called a hypocrite by some hypocrites. Good for you. Make it make sense. So, again, I put the video up, a clip up, to show Starlight what happens when she hands out people's doxes and the hands that they land into and the hands they could quite possibly land into. But you know what I've never done? I've never taken information about Starlight and given it to anyone ever. I don't have any information other than what's been put out on YouTube. I don't know anything about Starlight. Her name's been put out, her town's been put out, and that's what I know. Right, Steph. She walked right into it. Hello, Lurker. So there you have it, Hartley. I have repeatedly asked you not to clip me, and you refuse. So tuck your balls back in or take them back over to Jimmernam's. By the way, he sends his love. And don't ask me to not respond to you. Okay? Because as long as you're clipping me, thank you, Jenny Rose. As long as you're clipping me, I have every right. Oh, geez. The katydids are out. Maggie's going to go a hunting. But because you clip me, I have every right to respond to you. Now, I'm going to do a little grocery money, honey. E-begging. I have the opportunity to go away for 4 days, the first or second week of September, with my family. But it's going to cost $375 for my part on the cabin. Um, so if you feel inclined, please hit up my PayPal or my Cash App. If you don't have it, by all means, please don't put yourself in a position. But because that's the norm around here, I mean, if people can go on and ask for s'mores money, I guess a little vacay won't hurt nobody, will it? And again, like I said, don't put yourself in a position that is going to change your financial situation. My part is $375. And I will have the money. But because I am on a fixed income, I do have to make a decision. And the decision is either I go on this little vacay or I leave my son hanging. And you all know me well enough to know that I will never leave my son hanging. I don't know my Cash App. I wouldn't know how to drop it in chat if I did. It's going across my stream, I think. And like I said, if you know somebody out there that's in a bigger need, please, by all means. I'm terrible at e-begging. You need to start talking how hard my heart is. No, 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 because I'm not backing down. I'm not backing down from what's right. But Hartley, again, I hope you hear this. I hope you get the understanding of why that website was created. And it was created out of a supporter of the mother who violated a restraining order, which made it easier for the man to kill her toddler. And I have no regrets. None. Because somewhere out there is a happy little baby living a happy, normal little life. So you can keep throwing that in my face, Hartley. I don't care. Just like I'll keep throwing Jimmernam and the fact that you supported him and all of his honoriness. And I'll keep throwing the fact that You doxed the shit out and trolled the shit out of Space Monster. See, we all have things in our past, Hartley. Every single one of us have a past. I have to have my money paid by the 31st, Artria. And if I don't get to go on the vacation, that's okay too. Like I said, vacation, leave my son hanging. Vacation, leave my son hanging. It's not up for debate. I'll miss the vacation. It's okay. I'll survive it. It's 3 or 4 days in the mountains. It'll come and go, just like every other day in a life does. But again, I really want to, Artria. But if I don't, it's okay. It's not life altering. You know, when you're grown ups, you have decisions you have to make. When you have bills or obligations to other people, then, and I'm obligated to my son right now. And I'm not going to bust that obligation for me to go away for 3 or 4 days. It's just not going to happen. So it is what it is. I just thought I'd throw it out there because I don't know. I don't need an attorney fund yet. Or I don't really want any s'mores. Um, my cupboards are full. I just spent $200 at the grocery store for the second time this month. So my cupboards are full. I don't need grocery money. I need vacation money. Mountain money, honey. Archery, I swear you're so quick witted. British Chippy, it's not showing up when I put your name in. No, I don't want no cheeseburger. If I want a cheeseburger, I'll go fried cheeseburger. Like I said, I don't need groceries. Is Hartley some mean old lady troll from down under? Yes, side eye. That would be her. And she thinks because she hides behind all these stuffed characters that she makes videos of, that she's somehow untouchable. But none of us are untouchable, Hartley. That's not a threat. That's a comment. As clear as it is in your comment section. How every single one of them in your comment section has that website. And others saying, well, it's public. Okay, it's public. So is most everything else. Doesn't make it right. But don't worry, Hartley. I have no desire to know who you really are. I know enough about you coming from Jimmernam. That's all I need to know. I know enough about you for your biased clips. I don't need to know about your real life. And Nomer with all of her shit comments. I don't need to know about her real life, but if I wanted to, I could. So I want to excuse me for coming out of character last night and throwing out Marianne's first name in her town while she has sent a complete website that doxes more than just my name, and even the criminal history on it isn't all mine. But that's okay. If you want to believe it is. Did I drink and drive when I was younger? Yes. Am I grateful to the Lord that I never hurt somebody? Yes. Do I drink and drive now? No. No. I learned. But it's been proven that several on that record that Natasha decided to read out is not me. But y'all run with that. Y'all run with that. Because I've never supported a man who supported children being in a discord with pornography. I've never supported a girl, a woman, a young woman who likes to play tiddlywinks with the man on YouTube who thinks it's okay or it should be okay to have sexual relations with a 14-year-old. I've never supported a woman who has scammed victims of crime, who have shown pictures of a deceased child and charged money for it, who has scammed her own family. I've never done that. I've never uh, supported, even though I had my night where I said something about John's teeth and hubcaps. You know what's really funny is I took that clip of Natasha and the whole niglet thing, and I called my niece yesterday. And like I said, she has two beautiful biracial babies. They're not babies, they're boys, but they'll always be babies to me. And I sent it to her and I said, how do you feel about this? As a white woman, as the mother of two biracial children, how do you feel about this? And she said, I don't know that I would call the woman racist. I would say that this is a racist conversation. And I would say that she is putting that child in danger of letting her believe that that's acceptable because my niece doesn't even allow her children, they don't even come close to using any name to describe another human being. The N word, the R word, the F word, nothing. They've been raised different. But I just wanted to get her perspective on it. Yeah, as a term of endearment. No, I meant it to hurt John. But instead of hurting John, I hurt a whole race. And for that, I apologize. And I learned my lesson. It's the ones that it's the ones that continuously, they don't change nothing about themselves. I even had somebody stupid enough to leave in a comment, she's over there saying that word over and over and over again. Those words, the N word and the R word. Okay, first of all, I was using it as an example. It's not something. I agree, Terry Lynn, but if you do, then you get your whole entire shit doxxed. What's my email? Moneytracy@gmail.com. But it's, I'm not, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to quit calling out shit that I see is wrong. And if that means you want to unsub me or whatever, then go ahead. Hartley, This could all end right here and now with me and you. All you have to do is quit clipping me. Just like I asked you over a year or more ago to do. Hey, Sergeant Blackrock. And it could end. So I don't need another novel. It's lowercase, Tawanda. It's a lowercase m. But I don't need another novel on your community page telling me how horrible I am. Okay? Thank you for your insight. But please, you don't have enough respect to not clip me when I've asked not to be clipped. Don't you dare come to me and tell me not to address you. Because that's not the way the world works, Hartley. That's exactly what my niece said, Terry Lynn. Was that teaching a child that that word is okay. And then when they get out into the real world and they use that as if it's okay because that's what they've been taught, that could get them hurt. And that was what my niece said. Your phone. You got me blocked, British? Right, Brian. Right. So, again, guys, it's not over. I'm just taking a step back to see how this all works out. It's not going to change the fact that I'm going to call out bullshit. Actually, I'm going to go watch Brian's chat and see just how horrible the comments that figure skating coach made that would cause Randy to do a live stream, but yet she won't call out somebody like Natasha. And then they wonder why. Come on, guys, get a cookie. Let's get a cookie. Then they wonder why they get called hypocrites. And one when I saw your community post, that's supposed to be it, Steph. But I saw your community post, and I don't know who it's directed at. I don't know if it was directed at everybody. I don't know what minor child got doxxed. I don't know what you're talking about there. And if it was directed at everybody, fair enough. If it was just directed at me, blow it out your ass. See, I may be down in the dumps, and I may be in a place in my life where I'm not real happy right this second. It happens. I suffer from depression. I take medicine. I see a therapist. I'm doing what I can. Mental health is important to me. But I'm never going to be so down in the dumps that I'm going to quit calling out the bullshit. It's just not going to happen. So I'm going to go over and watch Brian's chat to see exactly what. Yeah, hi, Maggie. They say she don't care. She's eating her cookie. She came out earlier and she had aluminum foil on the tip of her nose. I looked everywhere. I have no idea. It was just a little piece, about the size of your thumbnail, right on the tip of that big old snout of hers. And I don't have any idea where it came from. I've looked everywhere. She didn't get in the garbage. There's no aluminum foil on top of the garbage. Unless she got up in the snack cabinet and got herself a ho ho. I don't know where she got it. Marlboro Red and a Red Bull. Hell of a morning. Thanks, Susan. But you guys have a good day. I may get quieter for a little bit, but I'm not going anywhere. And I just felt the need to come on here and explain to Hartley why I was such a bitch on Facebook. Since and I would really like to ask her for proof along with Ask 274, since they keep throwing out the accusations that I go real life, that they would show me one instance in which I really went into someone's life. Hey, cuz, because you're not going to find it, because it doesn't happen. Here's Brian, one of my worst freaking enemies. Have you ever known me to go into somebody's real life, Brian? Other than the situation that went on in 2017? And when I went into that real life, it was to save a baby. And when I went into the creator of the website's life, it was because things were happening to me in my real life because of that website. So I shut it down. Not the website, but I shut the woman down. And that's how I roll. I don't do Facebook that much, Sergeant Blackrock. I go on there and click like on my family's pictures, and that's about it. So when Natasha said she got that shit off my Facebook, no, she didn't. My Facebook is on total lockdown. Trust me, I learned my lesson. I've tried stuff. I've contacted the company and everything that the website is through. And I thought after you quit paying on a website that it automatically came down. And it doesn't even matter now because Starlight has made sure, they shared it within their little group, Mander and Starlight and all them. And okay, whatever, I can overlook that. But Starlight has made sure that it's gone way beyond that little group. Brian, I haven't looked at that website in years. I'll try to find it. While you're watching Brian's live, then will you see that Brian doxed your full name? Well, I guess I will if he did it, and I watch his live. No, Tatum, it was after you left all the bullshit. Burn notice. You've been canceled. I don't even know who that is. Thought burn notice got canceled. Come under your real account, burn notice. Come on in. Under your real account, burn notice. And like I said, as far as my docs goes, it's out there. Everybody says, well, you shouldn't say it because new people in the community, they don't have it. But the new people in the community have mine because there's people under Hartley's that I've never seen before that somehow or another has that. It is what it is, Brian. It is what it is. The only thing I'm saying is that I'm going to protect my family at all cost. And because that doesn't just contain my shit, It contains other family member shit. I'm going to protect them at all cost. I will have no mercy on your soul when it touches my family's life. You want to reach out and touch mine? Lace them up. Let's go. But when it affects my family's, that's when I will have no mercy on your soul. You know what? When it comes down to that, I'd rather just apologize for it later. So be careful who you're passing my docs around to. I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for hanging in there with me. I know what I did last night was kind of crazy and shitty, but I took it down. Doesn't matter. Hartley clipped it. Natasha Cooper played it. So even though I had the decency to take down Marianne's first name, Marianne, and her town, Hartley didn't. Neither did Cooper. I don't know. I think Dream of Coltrane passed it on to him, Republican Ash, but that's only a guess because Dreamer was part of that whole mess back then. But I'm only guessing. I don't know that for a fact. Thank you, Pumpkin Pie. And boy, am I excited about getting some pumpkin spice candles here soon. But in the meantime, it's still 107 degrees and it's hard to even think about it. That's why we all should ask, hello, Starlight. Let's say it was you and someone passed your private family member's personal info. Yeah, you're right, Sada. And I've never done that. And I have no intentions on doing that until my real life gets touched. And I told her, because not only did you pass it to Alicia, but you said the other night on your panel, yes, you passed it, you have no regrets, and you do it again. Right. Starlight lit the fire, and where it spreads, it's on her. So I'm out of here. I'm tired of fighting with people right now. I'm just tired. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired. That is a line from the Green Mile. Please don't make it racist. I love that movie. I might get that. I might watch that movie. It's a good long movie. It should keep me occupied for what? A good 3.5, 4 hours? Y'all won't have to worry about me. But thanks again for, thank you, Jenny, for coming in, supporting me. Any Cash Apps, any PayPals, I haven't checked. If there's not any, I still love all of you just as much as I did before I started the live. I know, right? I love them both too. I like fried green tomatoes, but I also like steel magnolias. And steel magnolias holds a special place in my heart because I remember sitting on the couch with my mom watching it and my mom laughing so hard at the cemetery part. where she's like, hit her. Where she's telling Sally Fields to knock the hell out of Weezer. Uh, and my mom laughing so hard that she had tears running down her cheeks. That is a memory that I hold very close to my heart. So I hope everybody keeps their memories close to their heart. Right now, that's all I'm getting by on in life is memories. But it's all going to turn around. Get my medicine adjusted, have a few more talks with the therapist, quit fighting with these bitches every day. Maybe I'll make it every other day or once a week or just when I see him do something wrong, I'll just call it out and move on. But I'm not going to stop. You're not stopping me. I'm here to stay. Old dogs and children and watermelon wine. I love that song, Sergeant Blackrock. Quit, you're going to make me cry. See, that's the kind of shit, that's the mood I've been in lately. That something as simple as the words to a song can make me cry. I can't deal with being like this. Tom T. Haw, yeah. I don't like feeling like this. Thank you, Jenny. Yep, sounds good to me too, pumpkin pie. So, y'all, peace out. Um, See you around the tubes. And like I said, careful who you're passing that dox to, Starlight. It might end up in the wrong hands. And Hartley, quit clipping me. I'll quit addressing you. I promise. All right, guys. Have a good day. See you around the tubes.